in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I achieved my makeup look, the makeup look that I've been using lately. These are new techniques and new products that I've been using. These are just things that have been working for me lately that withstand the heat and humidity where I live, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. And I also posted a picture on Instagram recently where I wore this makeup, and a couple of you wanted to know how I achieved it. So yeah, if you guys are interested, just keep watching. So I don't have anything on my face at all, so I always start off with the C Firma. This is the vitamin C that I use and love. I use this every day. So I don't know if this gives like a glow. I guess it does give a little bit of a glow, but nothing crazy. Today I'm gonna use the Bobbi Brown hydrating eye cream. I really want to try the Ole Henriksen, the banana one, because supposedly that's good for dark circles, and Lord knows I need all the help I can get. So the moisturizer that I've been using the most is this one right here. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. So a lot of these techniques that I'm going to show you guys, I learned from Katie Jane Hughes on Instagram. She's a makeup artist. I apply it to my hands, and I just apply it to the highest points of my face, the points that I actually want dewiness on. So I don't know if you guys can see, like, I'm already getting a little dewy. And then once I apply it to my cheekbones and all of the higher points of my face, I go ahead and put the rest of whatever's on my hands in the rest of my face. I'm taking my Bobbi Brown under eye corrector. Obviously, this is overkill for anybody who has perfectly beautiful under eyes that don't need any kind of coverage, but yeah, I always go in with my corrector before concealers. So yeah, I was supposed to have a vlog up for you guys tomorrow. Today's Saturday, so I was supposed to have my vlog up on Sunday, but I haven't been able to vlog, barely been able to film, because I slept in a position that kind of like tore something in my back, and my upper back was just in so much pain. I couldn't move, I could barely turn my neck, I couldn't drive, I could barely sit. I'm a lot better now, but it was pretty bad. So before I get into my face makeup, I'm gonna just shape my eyebrows a little bit. So this is my eyebrow that needs more work because I grow hair very weirdly. I don't know, I don't grow hair here. It's like the weirdest thing ever. So, you know, this is my good brow. We always have a better brow. This is the M Cosmetics Fine Liner Brow Pencil in Deep Taupe. I've been using this for my eyebrows, and I absolutely freaking love it. It is so good, and I can't really talk while I'm doing this. I just do like little strokes. I try not to overdo it because I have very dark eyebrows, so if I overdo them, I end up looking like Mr. Bean. I just try to focus on the areas that actually need help. So I'm using my Glossier Boy Brow in Clear. This is my favorite brow gel. I've been using this for so many years already, and I can't find anything better. Like, this just works. Next, I go in with my sunscreen. I almost forgot to apply this. This is my Soleil Toujours. I don't know how to pronounce that. And it has SPF of 45. It sort of acts like a primer. It smooths out my lines, and it adds a touch more dewiness to my skin without it looking like over the top. If you understand your skin and like you prep your skin correctly, the rest is just so much easier, you know. Next, I go in with the Stretch Concealer by Glossier in the shade G9. I do not use this underneath my eyes. I use this for my face. I just use a synthetic little brush. This one is by Sedona Lace. It doesn't even have the name on it or the numbers or anything. And I just dip it in, and I start applying it to the areas that need coverage. And the formula of this is so buttery. Like, I don't know, it just wears so beautifully. You know, it doesn't cling to any patches or anything. So yeah, I really wanted this to be like a chit-chatty get ready with me, but I realize it's turning into like a freaking tutorial. There's a pigeon in my backyard. Do you guys see that glow? Like, I barely have to go in with highlight. Like, if I don't want to, I don't have to, but I go in anyways. So next, I'm gonna go in with concealer, and my favorite concealer in the history of concealer is my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It just works the best for me. I have very like dark and hollow under eye circles, and I find that this just works. I can already foresee the comments on how much concealer I apply, but guys, I know what works like for me, and like what illusions I need to be making on my face. Obviously, if you guys don't need this much concealer, don't use this much concealer. but this is just how I have to apply my concealer. So yeah, I sort of want to do a video that came to me at like 1 a.m. yesterday. It just came to my mind. This is when most of my ideas come to me, when I'm supposed to be trying to fall asleep. But going through all of my videos on my phone, like just going through my video folder and just like sharing like the highlight videos with you guys, like videos that I might think are funny or videos that have a story behind them. I think that that would be a cooler way to kind of like have you guys get to know me a little bit more, as opposed to doing a Q&A. This video was supposed to be a Q&A while I'm doing my makeup, but I just talk too much. Like when I'm answering questions, you know, and I can't explain what I'm doing, like I get too entertained. I can do a Q&A if you guys really want one. I just think that they're so like boring. I'm using my Thrive Cosmetics Translucent Matte Soft Focus HD Setting Powder. I also really like the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder, but this one holds up a tiny bit better. And I set underneath my eyes like so, because this is what I have to do. Obviously, if you guys just want to go in, dip like a brush and set it lightly, awesome. I can't do that. I end up looking like a creased mess by the end of the day. So this is the only way that I don't get creasing underneath my eyes. And you know, it looks like it takes long because I'm explaining everything, but I promise you guys, it only takes me like 15 minutes or 10 minutes to do my makeup, like simple makeup. And my base takes me like 2 minutes. Just keep it wherever like you need it, you know? So for me, it's right here. I get oily right here, down here, and the top of my eyebrows. I prefer to go in to set like my lids with some kind of shimmery base. My favorite color ever is Venus from the Basics palette. This palette is discontinued. I also like the Marc Jacobs Perfecto Omega shadow. It has a little bit of a sheen. I'm just gonna use Perfecto. If you guys look at all of my Get Ready With Me's on my channel where I do any kind of makeup, I swear every single look is like exactly the same techniques. I just use different products. Whenever I find something new, I just replace things in my makeup, but I just stick to what works, you know? If it's not broke, don't fix it. I don't really experiment with my makeup that much. Even though I have been using like these little colored liners by Glossier. Aren't these like the prettiest colors ever? Then I go in with my crease color and I literally just pick whatever. I've been using this one by the NARS Summer Lights palette. I think it's the bronzer in the palette. This shade right here, you see the little sheen? That's all I want in life. I also take it underneath my lash line. Groundbreaking, I know. Another thing that I've been doing that I really love is using this, which is the Kilowatt Highlight Duo from Fenty, and I really like Fenty Beauty. Everything that I've tried so far I really like. Granted, I've only tried like 2 things, but I like the 2 things. I have the Lighting Dust and Fire Crystal. So I get Fire Crystal, which is the more shimmery shade, and I apply that to my lids. And I like this because it kind of gives like a glossy lid effect without being over the top. Like it just adds something, you know, it blends everything together. I go in my inner corners. Inner corners make a difference, guys. Like don't neglect your inner corners. So I go in to my Naked Basics palette and I use the black shade. And I've tried a lot of black eyeshadows and this is my favorite one. So I just start in my outer corner and I usually only do my wings from my pupil out, and I just kind of keep my wing straight because of the shape of my eye. Obviously, you guys have to take the shape of your eye into consideration. Some people don't look good with a straight wing. You have to like bring it up a little bit to like give you that lifted effect. When I do that, I look horrible. I do not like the way that very high wings look on me. Just do whatever works for you. I apply all the pigmentation on my outer corner and then I start bringing it out with whatever I have left on the brush. I already went in a little too high for my liking, but whatever, it's fine. And then I just kind of connect it. And what I like about using eyeshadow for your wing is that it's so much more forgiving than liquid eyeliner. Like you can literally just continue to drag it and smoke it out and it fixes all your problems. So whenever I go in and apply more, I always apply it to my outer corner and then move it to the edges. We're making progress, people. We're making progress. So I've been trying to find something to watch on Netflix, and I started a couple shows. I finished a couple shows, but honestly everything just sucks lately. I'm watching The Handmaid's Tale, the new season. That show's so freaking good, but I have to wait for new episodes every week like a barbarian. And while I'm waiting, I try to find other things to watch. So I started watching, I think it's The Borgias, because I really like period drama shows or historical drama shows. One of my favorite shows ever is Outlander. I started watching Borgias, and then it got really weird. And I recently started watching The Bachelorette. My friends started watching it, so like I just started watching it. And you do get very into those shows, but Jesus Christ, there's just some things that make me cringe so badly about reality TV. Like, I forgot how scripted reality TV shows can be, and it just drives me insane. But it is like, I don't know, I just find it funny. Like, it's just something easy to watch, especially when you have absolutely nothing to watch. So I think we're good in the wing department. If you need to clean it up, you just take this. I think this is the detailer brush by Real Techniques. I find that when it's just eyeshadow, I don't even have to like go in with anything. I just kind of like drag it a bunch of times and it thins out the outer portion of the wing. Today I'm gonna use liquid bronzer because I just feel like getting crazy. I'm just kidding. I just feel like using liquid bronzer. I have been using a liquid bronzer. If I don't use one, then I usually just use my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow Bronzer. I'm gonna go in with the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Glow and Faux Tan. I also got this from Katie Jane Hughes. I put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I use this brush by Real Techniques. This is the contour brush, and I just dip it a little and go to town. So I keep this a little high. I don't contour with this because it's just not the right shade for contouring, and I haven't really been into contouring lately. And I do the same thing on the other side, keep it kind of high. The blush that I've been using lately, which is a cream blush, and it's the Nude Sticks Nudies Bloom in Sweet Peach Peony. And I just get a regular angle brush and I do this, and I apply a little bit to my cheeks, and I put a little bit on my nose because I like how that looks. So now I'm just going in with my highlight. So I'm using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. So I apply it like this to my temples as well. And then I go in with the flat end of my Beauty Sponge by Real Techniques. If I'm a little bit more fair, I stop right here. I do not go in with anything else, but since this highlight is a little bit too silver toned for me right now, I do go in with another topper, like another highlight, just to change the color of it a little bit and make it a little bit more bronzy looking. This is the Laura Mercier Indiscretion highlight. This is my favorite powder highlight at the moment. And I just tap like what I just did. It just changes the color of the highlight for me. Like it doesn't add like a ton of shimmer or anything. It's not even shimmer, it's just a sheen. Apply it to my nose. Obviously for like the daily, you do not need to do this. I completely understand that it's overkill. You guys don't have to comment about it. Thank you so much. Okay, and you guys do not have to set your makeup, but I mostly set like this area so that it blends into all of the liquids that I use. I use either these two for during the day. This one's my favorite. Or this one if I really need my makeup to last. This is the All Nighter by Urban Decay. This is the MAC Fix Plus, and then this is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. So I just mostly concentrated in this area, which is really weird, I know. So while I'm waiting for my face to completely dry, today I think I want to use the Glossier Play. This is the High Shine Lacquer in Pony, and I'm obsessed with this color and this formula. For dry lips, it's the best thing ever. It wears so beautifully. Like even when it wears off, obviously it's like a gloss, so it's gonna wear off, but it wears off so beautifully. Lash curler because I have extremely straight lashes. And the two mascaras that I've been using and loving, I either use one or the other. It's the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash or the Glossier Lash Slick. And the trick, or at least what I have found that works best for lashes that don't really hold a curl, is focus on the tips of your lashes first before going into the base. So I focus on the tips of my lashes first, like so. And then I go in horizontally and really focus on lifting them and like coating them completely. And take your time with your lashes, guys. Like, if you're blessed and you can just put on a coat and go, that's awesome. But you know, I do have like long lashes. It's just that I really have to work on them in order to lift them and separate them and get them looking nice. What I like about this mascara is that it doesn't really clump. Like, you can go in a million times and you know, it takes a lot for it to clump. So I feel like I need a little bit of eyeliner, and this is in the shade Roach by Urban Decay. And I'm just tightlining, and I also apply it to like the outer corners. So another thing that I like to do in order to just blend everything together even more and make things look even more seamless is get my same beauty sponge that I've been using and kind of just tap everything. I feel like it really blends everything together and makes it look more natural, if that makes any sense. So that's pretty much it for the face. I don't know if you guys can see, but it kind of gives like a glass effect. I'm just gonna put an outfit on really quick and show you guys my outfit for today. My top is from Gil Rodriguez or Gil Rodriguez, and my pants are just the Everlane wide leg pants. My bag is new from Pauline. Absolutely love it. It's just the cutest little statement bag. For my earrings, I'm just wearing my Sophie Monet earrings. For my shoes, I'm wearing my Everlane strappy sandal.